The next tip is learn and or edit. Or, wait, no, that's wrong. Learn and or utilize your editing skills. It's a very big deal to utilize editing skills and to learn how to edit properly or edit in your own style if you need to learn how to do it. It's pretty complicated editing stuff, and some stuff, especially like I'm trying to start editing things in my gameplay more, like now, especially with Pokemon, like grinding and stuff. I don't want you guys to watch that all, even I really don't want to take it out. Like, I haven't been taking it up till this point because I enjoy that. That's what I want to watch. If I was going to watch a Let's Play about a Pokemon game, I'd want to watch them grind out. I don't care how many episodes it was. I'll take the time to watch the episode if they are grinding. They can even label each individual episode that if it's just a grinding episode, label it grinding, label it 1.5, and label it grinding. And then go on to episode 2. But anyway, editing. Utilize it as best you can. Find a way to do it the way you want to do it. And that's that tip. The next tip is quality over quantity. This is a big one. This is one of the big tips that needs to be forced. It's better to be... Okay, listen to this. Better to be a gap between good videos than no time between shitty videos. Now, that's one of the self-explanatory ones. I don't need to say much more about that tip. Quality over quantity. Put your all into your videos, and you can take more time between them. Don't just record 50 episodes of a Let's Play within a couple of days and then just flood them out onto your channel if they're not edited properly, if the audio's off. Excuse me. Ooh. Excuse me. Throat's dry. I'm gonna take a drink. Where's my drink? Take a drink. I was actually recording some Super Mario World tonight, and I mentioned in my commentary on that I don't actually like Pepsi. I bought this on accident. It sounds silly, but you'll have to watch, when that comes up, you'll have to watch that and listen to that for the full story behind why I have Pepsi right now instead of Coke. It just tastes different, but I bought it, so I gotta drink it. Next, where am I? Next tip is thumbnails. Yes, thumbnails, one of my favorite parts. I spend hours on my thumbnails. I try and get all the, it's just, it's so much fun. Thumbnails are so fun, and they add flavor to your channel, because when people see your video, they'll read the text, and then there's a picture that describes your channel. Do everything you can to fit your channel into that picture. Not your channel, your video into that picture. Like my listitis ones, the thumbnail has something to do with the list. It has something to do with what the list is about. Sometimes it has something to do with something in the list. And then I have my facade, or whatever you want to call it, not facade. My thingy over the text. I don't remember the text. It's so easy to say just the text, but they're so much fun. Create your own thumbnails. Don't just go online and get a picture and put it as the thumbnail. You can use pictures, like obviously I do. Like, some of the pictures I use are actually like screen capped from games that I play, like my modern pixel art game. That's actually something I built in Terraria that I screen capped and then put the text over the picture. That's a Bumblebee. That's a, what is it? Hive Shroom Manor, which you might get to see in a future video of my Terraria. But that's Hive Shroom Manor. I built that out of honey blocks and hive blocks, and there's a mushroom, like a glowing mushroom thing growing on the top. Anyway, thumbnails, use them, make your own and use them. They're fun. Everybody does it. I have itch in my nose. I have one of those nose hairs that's kind of just cropping out. Okay, this next tip, whatever tip it is probably one of the most vital tips I've had to tell a couple of people. I've suggested it, because I see it in comment sections. I've seen it already on my video, and sometimes I've only had to do it twice, where I've had to mark it as spam and remove it from my video, and it's something that I try not to do as a content creator. It's these people. It's don't be overzealous. Don't be overzealous, because in the grand scheme of things on YouTube, you are nothing, no matter what your subscriber count is, because there are millions of people you're competing with. Do not be overzealous. You're not high and mighty. Your content could be the best in the world, but don't make people, don't force it on people. But you see it all the time in videos where they're like, hey, my name is this is my channel, I do this, and they just post that as a comment. Why are you doing that? That's not even promotion. You're not even promoting yourself. You're just being overzealous and being a dick about it. Nobody's going to read that. Nobody's going to click on that and be like, oh, well, this guy's good. Why? He has nothing to do with this video. The people who are watching a gameplay video are not going to click on your channel if it has something to do with fashion. Maybe they will just out of curiosity, but chances are you're going to get marked as spam and removed from the video entirely. Like, I've had to do a couple of mine. And these were people that didn't mention a damn thing about the video they commented on. One of them was on my atmospheric video games list. They were like, and that's been flawless with my comments so far. Everybody on that video is just amazing. I enjoy everybody. I've made connections off that video. Some of the subscribers I have now and people I'm sub to now and friends through the community that is YouTube are off of that video. It's one of my most, prominent videos as far as comments go. And it seems like everybody has an opinion. I love it. But there was one guy, and I'm not going to say anything about his name or his channel or anything, but he came on there. He didn't say anything about the content that I had put up. He just said, hey, my name is blah, and I do videos on this channel that involve blah 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 blah. Here is the link to it. Come over and check out and sub if you want. And I was like, you didn't even say nice video. He didn't even say nice video, which is still not enough to qualify throwing your channel promotion out there. If you're going to promote yourself on somebody's comment section, which I do on people's videos that I find and I enjoy their video and I watch it and I really like it, I'll comment on it and I'll say, hey, here's my channel. But it's usually at the end of the comment, which I have a habit of making really long comments. I'm sorry if you're watching and I've done that to your videos. I'm really sorry, but I tend to be very literal with my comments, and even on stuff. I like to talk, and I like to say things fluently. But if you're going to promote yourself on somebody's video, watch the video from start to finish. Don't get halfway through. Don't get 5 minutes in and just be like, oh, well, I liked your top 10 pick. This. Here's my channel. Don't do that. If you're going to do it, leave some positive, negative, leave some feedback. Let them know what you really thought. Tell them what they're doing right. Tell them that they're doing a good job. If you saw something that you think could be changed, let them know. The chances are they're going to take it really well and they'll be like, oh, thank you. I've been told a couple of times in my comment section that this could be changed. This didn't work out so well. Sometimes it's like, I did it on purpose. Sometimes it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't notice that. I'll change that next time. And then promote your channel. Then say oh, well, I also do videos over on this channel. If you feel like it or if you have the time, you can check it out. People see that as just promotion. That's just you being a nice guy, commenting on the video that you liked, and then letting them know where they can find you. And that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Be polite if you're going to be a promoter. You have every right to promote yourself. But do not force it on people. Don't just go to every video on YouTube and put your link there, put their link there. That's going to be stupid. Nobody's going to want to watch. Nobody's going to want to read that. Nobody's going to click on it because it's just well, this guy's just trying too hard. That's enough on that one. Next tip. You are a person. You are not a product. Do not ever act like you're something that should be put on a shelf. You are a person just as much as the person that is watching your video. You are not a product. Obviously, you're not going to want to snap at the people in your comment section, but if somebody says, well, this is this, I expected this, just ignore it. Do your best to ignore it because you're not a product. You're not something these people are paying for. In fact, it's completely free. Even subscribing to you is free. Do not let things go to your head because you are just a person just like everybody else. The people who are watching it are just as equal as you are. The only difference is you're putting out a video and they're watching it. That's the only difference. Do not let people get to your head. You're going to see some negative stuff. I have 42 subscribers and I've seen some pretty bad stuff. If you stop having fun, then just stop. Just stop. Leave the channel, leave your videos, just stop doing it. If you stop having fun, there's no reason to continue. Which also goes into another sub-tip, which kind of goes into this one, is do not start a channel to make money. Less than 1% of YouTubers, of everybody that creates content on YouTube, whether you have 1 subscriber or millions and millions and millions, less than 1% of global YouTubers actually make enough money to support their entire YouTube channel and like the editing and post and a crew and stuff like that to where they can use it and do it as a profession. The rest of them, 95+% of people on YouTube, and I know there's a 4% gap there, but we're not going to talk about that 4% gap because those are people who can support their channel but also kind of do stuff on the side to make money. 95% of YouTube users and YouTube channels runners and YouTubers or whatever you want to call them, content creators, have a job and do this as a hobby, and it's really fun. It doesn't matter if they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. One of my favorite YouTubers, one of my favorite guys, and I've actually talked to him a couple of times, you know, via Twitter and this and that, and just like on his comments and whatever, is Red Panda Gamer. I go check him out. There'll be a link to his channel in the description because I mentioned him. That's promotion, baby. That's promotion. Red Panda Gamer works a full-time job, or works either a part-time or full-time job. I think he works a part-time job, but I know he's there quite a bit. And he also does this, and he's got like, I think he's got like almost 100,000 subscribers, which is pretty big. That's pretty big for YouTube terms. Bear Taffy, another one of my favorite YouTubers, but like those guys, they do stuff on the side, and it's just like, don't do this for money, and you're not a product. So that's the last tip. If you stop having fun, then stop. Don't do it for money. Don't do it to become famous, because you're not going to. Chances are stacked against you. People will enjoy your videos, no matter what. People will enjoy it. There will be people that will enjoy your video. There will be people that subscribe. People will come out into the comment section and enjoy you like me. I feel proud every time I get one. I feel proud every time my like counter goes up, my view counter goes up, and my sub counter goes up, and all that stuff. And people respond to me and give me feedback. It feels awesome, but I'm tiny. I'm not doing this for anything except to have fun. It's fun, and I enjoy entertaining people. I'm an entertainer. That's what I enjoy doing. If you stop having fun, then quit. But, next tip. If you are having a bunch of fun doing it, then keep it up. Don't let anything get in your way. Keep it up. Be strong. That's all I can tell you, is that's what I've had to do. I've had to get through some rough patches personally and video-wise on the channel. And I'm still having fun doing this. I enjoy every video I make. I sit and spend hours editing my videos and, you know, doing post, making sure everything's right, making sure everything's perfect, making sure it renders fine, making sure it looks good after it's completely rendered. I will play the video before I upload it. I will save it in a file. I will watch it a bunch of times to make sure everything post-rendering. This is when the video is ready to upload. I will watch the video over and over again to make sure everything was fine, and if it isn't, I delete that and I re-edit it. It's just fun. It's addicting. It's really fun. Next tip, and this is tip 18 or 19. This is tip 19. No, this is tip 18. This is tip 18. I know where I am. This is tip 18. Do not lash out. I kind of mentioned this earlier. Do not lash out. Use the negative comments that you get as fuel to be better. Don't snap at people. If you get a negative comment, don't just go around deleting comments and yelling at people for, oh, you don't even know what you're talking about. This video is perfect. Don't lash out. Don't be an asshole. You're gonna get negative comments. Some of them are gonna be pretty bad. Some of them are gonna be positive or negative reinforcement. Some of them are. Some will be like, well, this video was really good, but I kind of couldn't hear what you were saying in one, for it. Maybe you should consider using a better microphone or use an audio or this or that. Use better software. Then they suggest something. Some people will snap at that. I've seen people snap in the comment section when they get a negative comment like that. That's not negative. The only negative comments I think are trolls on the internet, and I don't really get those on my channel. I get people who suggest things or leave their feedback, whether it be positive or negative feedback. But even if it's negative feedback, it's not like it's bad comment. It's just them saying what they think, and that's just them being a person. They have every right to leave a negative comment on your video. Maybe your audio was off. Make sure it's not next time. Use them as fuel to be better. I've had to do it. It works, and you grow because these are the people that are fueling your hobby. If you make them mad, they'll stop coming back, and you will lose a person. Now, tip number 19 is a callback one. Remember how I said to stay within a medium, like a certain medium, like mine is gaming? Do that, but do not become stale. Don't do just the same thing over and over again. I know some people that do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again without keeping themselves lively, and I see them struggling. Their view count sucks. Their subscriber base just keeps shrinking and growing and an inconsistent basis. It's really tough. So just make sure you don't, make sure you don't go flaccid. Make sure you stay rock hard. If I can do a penis joke, I can get away with it. Now, the final tip, and this is the biggest one I can say, and that's why it was the last one I wanted to do for you guys. This is the ultimate number 20 tip. This is the biggest one I need to tell you because people have a very misaligned view about running a YouTube channel. It is not, and it will not be a cheap hobby at first. At all. At least if you want to have decent to good quality videos, it's not going to be cheap. My initial investment to running my channel, starting my channel, and running my channel was well over a couple $100. Well over couple $100, and that's including games. I had to get a new program. The old one that I had wasn't good enough for the final product I wanted to get, and luckily, and this is just luckily for me, it might not be the same for you. Luckily for me, I used to be a streamer. I used to stream on Blip a couple of years ago quite often, and so I already have a very good microphone. I already have a very good software, for video editing software. I use Camtasia, so, my stuff generally looks good. Obviously, I've mentioned already that I didn't quite know how to do Let's Plays correctly, which explains why my first couple of them weren't exactly the best looking, and I apologize for that. That's the best I could do because I didn't really know how to do Let's Plays. I streamed. I didn't have to record. I didn't have to screen cap. I didn't have to do any of that. I just played. So, but I'm learning, and so it's going to be a huge undertaking. But don't obviously go out and just splurge all your money, your entire paycheck, or entire 2 paychecks, or entire weeks of vacation. Don't take an advance and just spend it on all this stuff, because buying it little by little is going to be better, because that'll allow you to grow more. Like my microphone I've had for 5 years, still in perfect condition because I take care of it. It's good. It works. It makes me sound sexy. Camtasia is expensive as balls. Yes, it is. So is Sony Vegas. They're both video editing footage. Why are people are always asking, why is video editing software so expensive? It's because it's for professionals. It's for professionals, and we just get to use it for being semi-pros. It's a professional software. You can do a bunch of stuff. You can make home movies. You can make, decent quality HD 1080 movies using Camtasia and Sony Vegas. We just use it for YouTube. Do I recommend Camtasia Studio? Hands down. It's one of the best softwares out there. I mean, Sony Vegas I like. I've used it before, and it's just not for me. I mean, try it out if you want. I mean, I'm sure you can get a free trial or something and try it out and see what you think. You can do that with Camtasia too. You can get a free 30-day trial. Don't start a channel on a 30-day trial. Big mistake, because your videos will be really good and then suck. It's expensive. Camtasia is going to run you about $300 for a license. The other one is like Sony Vegas, and I think the latest version of Sony Vegas is like $600 or $700 maybe. It's expensive. It's not cheap. It's professional studio quality editing software. So it's not gonna be cheap. If you want recommendations for softwares or hardware, let me know. And then there's obviously, if you're gonna do gaming like me, there's paying for games. I mean, games aren't cheap. Cheap. They are technically compared to like the software and stuff, but you're still paying for games. And like I pay for most of the games I have. I have a bunch of games that I want to play for you guys, and that's gonna be another list. But or that's gonna be another video. Excuse me. But This has gone on far too long. Let's find out how long we've been going. This is going too long. I was scared to look at it. Oh my god. You don't want to know how long this has been. You don't want to know how long this has been going. I gotta edit this down. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to edit this because I've been babbling. I might edit it just a little bit, because I don't want to have a 50-minute video. I might split it into 2 videos. That's an idea. I can split it into 2 videos. I can do my 20 through 11 and 10 through 1 YouTuber tips. That might be what I do. That's a good idea. I like that idea. It's a good idea. It's a swell idea. That will be right on time. Anyway, these have been my 20 tips for YouTubers, up-and-coming YouTubers, new YouTubers, people that are just browsing YouTube and thinking about starting a channel. I'm looking at you. We've all been there. Markiplier was there too. He had 1 subscriber at a point. Think about that. PewDiePie, a couple of years ago, no subscribers. Think about that. If you're starting to think about it, doing a channel, it is going to be a hobby. It's going to be addicting, but it's going to be challenging, and you're not going to feel very good about yourself if you go in with high expectations. So follow these tips, take them to heart, think about them, think about what you want to do, and obviously don't just start putting up videos. Really think about what you want to do with your channel. Like, I knew what I wanted to do with my channel right when I started. I wanted to do a gaming channel for just all mediums, all forms of gaming, but my main thing I wanted to do was top 10 lists. And so Listitis was born, and it's become my flagship series. It's my best series. It's my most popular series. In fact, I think all top 10 of my most popular videos on this channel are all episodes of Listitis. Maybe an episode of like Shovel Knight or SteamWorld, in there somewhere. But like, at least my top 5 most popular videos are all Listitis episodes. So don't go in blindly. Think about what you need to do. Get some things laid out. Plan things. Get some projects ready that you think you might want to do for future plans, like I do. Like, I plan ahead. I've got like 75 things I want to do, and it's just finding time to do them because I work a lot. Like, I've got to go to work in about 6 hours, and I haven't slept. So thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are all awesome. I hope this helped you. I hope if there's people that are thinking about starting to make a YouTube channel, I hope this helps you. I really do. I sincerely do. Let me know if it does. Let me know if you disagree with some of the tips I've been giving. Let me know if you really agree with some of the tips I've been giving. I mean, these are just my personal tips. Like, if you were to be starting out the way I was, these are the tips I would give you. This is just advice coming from a guy who's known for giving advice. I like giving advice to people. I like helping people. And when it comes to YouTube, you're gonna need some help. You guys are awesome. Click that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed me, and make sure to check out the rest of my stuff. I'll be sure to put some fancy links at the end of this video for you, so you can click on them, make at least one of my points come true with my annotations. So you guys are awesome, and I'll catch you later.